to day 2 of our 5-day boot camp. The first thing I want to do is congratulate you and thank you for sharing this with at least one person, because that's how you're here. And so my reward to you is we're going to cover some amazing stuff today, and just a little glimpse of it. We're going to be talking about your first bot. What's the first bot that you should put in place whenever you have a bot platform that makes it easy to make bots? Then we're going to talk about your indoctrination process, or your indoctrination bot, so to speak, that lets your customers get to know you, your brand, and reach out to you, which is really cool. And lastly, we're going to be talking about some rules about broadcasting. So that's going to be one that you really, really want to pay attention to. And we've also got more bot examples for you guys today, so lots to cover. Let's go ahead and hop right in. All right, so your first bot a lot of times is going to be a reactive bot, and what that means is it's just a bot that you put in place so that if anybody messages your fan page, that you can reply instantly. What I like to tell people is this always changes based on your industry, right? So if you are a local business, let's say you own a pizza shop. If you own a pizza shop and somebody sends your fan page a message that says, "Hey, are you open on Saturdays?" you can actually make a bot that will respond to that message for you. Now, the reason this is so important is because I read a stat recently that showed that over 90% of potential consumers are going to do business with the business that responds to them first. And I want you to think about that. If you're asking a pizza shop, "Hey, are you open on Saturday?" and they don't answer, you're going to go to another pizza shop and you're going to ask if they're open on Saturday. Chances are the first one that replies is going to get your business on Saturday. So it's crucial to the bottom line of every local business that they respond to incoming comments. Now, if you believe that to be true, I'm going to tell you this, and that is, it is ultimately exactly as important, if not more so, that the online businesses out there also reply to comments. And I want to tell you a little anecdotal story real quick. I was running ads for a client who runs an e-commerce store. Now, we were using Facebook to run these ads, and what that meant was people were now finding us more on Facebook. And when they found us more on Facebook, they messaged us more on Facebook. And this customer literally told me it was such a massive pain point for her to have to respond to messages that she would rather pay 4 figures a month just to have somebody manage Messenger. And the great news is, with a bot, you can set up a reactive bot that automatically cycles people through a message that you want them to get. So if somebody comes to your page and says, "How can I go about getting a refund?" you can look for the word refund and instantly send a reply. So that's actually pretty cool. We'll be showing you guys an example of this in just a second. So responding to messages automatically is a very big deal. And now, if you're in the physical space, one of the things that I would suggest that you do is pay a lot of attention to the scan codes. Now, I know a lot of people aren't talking about this one yet, but if we look overseas at an example of somebody who's adopted this technology very, very well, WeChat in China uses their own programmatic scan codes. It's like a QR code. And Messenger has its own scan code. You can actually use that scan code to get people to subscribe to your bot and deliver a marketing sequence or an indoctrination sequence as soon as they scan it. So a great example would be a business card, or a great example would be the back of my laptop that has a scan code on it. There's a ton of different examples that you guys can use a scan code for. And now when you're out in the world and you're actually giving somebody your business card, can you even imagine what it would be like to have somebody take your business card, scan it, and now you have a built-in follow-up sequence for them. Now you can actually deliver your content to them on the spot, and it's not just a business card that they throw away. It's a game changer, guys, and I'm telling you, this scan code on your business card, this scan code on your laptop, this scan code at your physical stores, there's a million different ways you can use this, and I'm going to be sharing on day 5 how I use the scan code at the beginning of a webinar to increase webinar sales dramatically, and then to also provide a platform for our customers to ask us that one question that was stopping them from purchasing. So scan codes are a big deal offline, but they're also a very, very big deal online, and I've got some cool examples to show you guys soon. Lastly, your m.me link. Now, everybody already has an m.me link, and basically it's m.me / whatever your fan page name is. If you type that in, it'll open a Messenger window. Now, you can actually use a bot service like Chatmatic to create individual m.me links. And what that'll do is it'll actually make it a little bit of a longer link, but anytime somebody goes to that link, you can fire off a unique conversation. So imagine now using this in a unique environment where if they go to m.me / whatever your fan page is, and then there's a little code at the end of it. If they go to that URL, you can actually fire off a unique experience that's different than just going generally to your chatbot. So we've used this with personalities. We've used this with Instagram influencers as their profile page. And it's absolutely amazing. I said here, you can use it in your profiles. If you have Instagram, you're allowed to place one link in your Instagram profile. And we're going to be covering how you can use Instagram Swipe Up and Instagram profiles to generate a lot of subscribers. And I've got a case study for you and hopefully a little video that I can show you guys on how we went over 5,000 subscribers in about 3 or 4 posts of people who were looking to get information for an e-commerce store. It was a great example that made a lot of money, generated tons of clicks, and I'm super excited to be able to share that with you guys. But these should be one of the first 3 things that you guys set up. Your focus on, as soon as you get into a bot platform, which is happening today, you should be super excited. I'm going to make sure all of you guys are inside of Chatmatic today. Don't pull your credit card out just yet. It's free to join. Now, the first one that you guys should be setting up are reactive ones. Go through your Messenger inbox and figure out what are people sending me and what can I automatically reply to? Or can I just automatically reply to everything and hope that we catch some good marketing in there? Now, scan codes. We want to be able to put those together, put them on your business card, put them anywhere that if you have a physical location, or wait till day 5, we'll be sharing some cool examples on that as well. And then Messenger links, huge for Instagram, not a lot of ways to get traffic there. Also great for YouTube. Influencers, they love this m.me link. And I'm also going to show you guys on day 5 how I have a $1,500 a month client who uses an m.me link, and that's pretty much it. And they're an influencer, and it's working phenomenally. So this is a great business opportunity for a lot of you guys out there. But these are the first 3 that you guys should focus on. When you get into the platform, you'd see it's very easy to make these. You just set them up, make it friendly, make it conversational, and give people the information that they're looking for. So these are your first bots. Now we're going to talk about indoctrination. So now let's talk about indoctrination. That can sound like a confusing topic, but basically, as soon as somebody enters your bot for the first time, they should get a very welcoming message that also allows you to distribute the rest of your content to them, or at least tell them where to go to get it. So what I like to do is as soon as somebody comes into my Messenger, whether that's through an m.me link, a scan code, or a reactive message, typically these last 2, I like to send them an indoctrination message because that means they've come to me after I've given them some sort of a response, right? So if you have a scan code, they've actually participated in my scan code, so I want to welcome them into my environment, welcome them into my business. So the first thing I do is welcome them. I give them an image maybe of me, or if I'm using this for a brand, I use an image of some of the products that we have or our store logo, really letting them know, like, I'm building my brand right here in the beginning. And you'll see I use a card for that. I know we covered some of that stuff, and those of you guys who got 5 people to join our boot camp, you already have the slides that will explain exactly what a card is, but I like using a card as my first welcome message with a nice headline that says, "Welcome to the Travis Stevenson bot." I also like to thank them. That is something that is very rare in today's world, traditionally and very formally saying as a completely separate thing, thank you so much for participating in signing up for my notifications or getting more information about my business, and letting them know I'm a small business. This really does mean a lot to me. Those things are things that you just can't do in email because it doesn't have the same personality feel as a messenger message does. So use this opportunity to make yourself not only look good, but to appreciate the people who are coming into your business. The next thing that I would do is every single element in a message, and we're going to be covering that on day 3, every element in a message can have up to 3 links on it, 3 button links on that. So what I would do is I would use those links to distribute the rest of my content, meaning if I'm also on YouTube, I'll have a link that says, or a button that says, join my YouTube channel, or subscribe on YouTube. It'll also say subscribe on Instagram, subscribe, here's my newsletter, my website. You can link them to the other things that you want them to maybe go to, where again, maybe one of them is to your store, maybe one of them is to a website where you explain more about what you do. Maybe you're raising money for a cause, and now you can actually use a link to send somebody where they can donate. These are important, but you want to be able to have links to your other channels so that they can consume your content in other platforms. Let's remember, Messenger is not the only platform you're going to be using, right? So let's use it to build your Instagram and build your YouTube and build your Facebook, and you can do all of that in one message during the indoctrination process. So we also want to cover the schedule. And when I say schedule, I mean you want to let them know how regularly are you going to be sending them broadcasts. If you have a daily broadcast, you better let people know this is a daily broadcast. Or if you're using Messenger to go live and you want to announce those live broadcasts, you should let everybody know, I will only message you when I go live, things like that. Lastly here, the groups and fan pages, I like to always invite people to join a free group. And you guys are going to see the benefit of that days 3, 4, and 5, that having a free group is a very, very big deal. And you can actually send people over there. I'm going to show you guys how you can use that to build your email list, how you can use that to generate clients, especially if you're looking to run bots as a business. Now, just a special reminder here. If you make it all the way through day 5, which I know is going to be a lot of content, once you're there, you're going to be a bot specialist, and you're going to understand things about Messenger that most businesses don't. And that's going to provide you with a very big opportunity to be able to charge clients for that service. And they'll pay top dollar. So even if you don't have a business of your own to promote, I urge you stick with us because you're going to learn some very, very cool stuff. And so promoting groups is a very big deal because now, you're controlling that environment. And then also remind them to like your fan page. Just because they're in Messenger doesn't mean that they've liked your fan page at this point. So kind of wanted to set the foundation for you guys before we get too far into exactly how to get all of these people to engage with your Messenger bot and where they're going to be coming from all these different directions. I wanted to cover exactly what you should be saying to everybody who comes in the first time. That is the indoctrination process. Please, please, please do not overlook the indoctrination process. It's probably one of the most important messages. It sets the tone. It's like a welcome. It's a firm handshake and eye contact. It makes a very big difference to your subscriber that you do this the right way. Don't just come right out and hit them with a product, because that's probably not why they came into Messenger. So make sure you guys use this indoctrination. Next, we're going to cover the rules, and this is super important, the rules of broadcasting. All right, so now I'm going to cover the 3 important things that you need to know about broadcasting. Now, again, you're going to be building a lot of subscribers into Messenger, and every single time somebody comes through an entry point, they're made into a subscriber because they're technically subscribing to your bot process. When I say subscriber, they're subscribing to be able to get your maybe initial indoctrination sequence, but it doesn't mean that they're subscribing for solicitation and marketing. And Facebook actually outlaws you from sending marketing broadcasts. So I want to explain exactly what you can and can't do. And in the next couple of days, you're going to see real examples of how you can make sure that you're doing this right. And I urge you guys, don't listen to what Bad Travis says when he suggests that you can do some crazy things, because you can't. Or you can, but just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should. So the first rule that you need to know about is that you have 24 hours from when a user engages with your bot to market to them. Now, what does that mean exactly? That means that when somebody actually engages with your bot, they sign up, they scan a code, they go to your Messenger link, they message your fan page. From that moment, you have 24 hours to send them any kind of marketing message that you're going to send them, right? And at the end of 24 hours, so let's say it's 24 hours and 1 minute, you're no longer allowed to send them any marketing material until they re-engage. Now, if they re-engage, this starts the clock over again. So let's say somebody messages you and says, hey, what are your hours? You could set a bot up that goes out after 23 hours and says, hey, we just wanted to make sure you saw our place. Here's 10% off your pizza, right? That is a marketing message. You're trying to solicit somebody to buy from you. Now, some people would say, well, that's just a notification. We're just sending a discount code. No. That is real marketing. You're trying to get somebody to buy from you. Now, if they message you again, let's say they message you on Friday, and they don't message you again until Wednesday. Well, on Wednesday, you could re-message them in that 24-hour period. More marketing, giving them another discount if you wanted to. So again, every time somebody scans a specific code of yours, new 24-hour window. What's important to know is you want to do the best that you can to engage them in some sequence for that 24 hours. And if you can keep them engaged every 24 hours, now you've got more opportunities to market to them. So what I would like to do is urge all of you guys, make your initial sequence something that leaves the door open for another follow-up within 24 hours. So in your indoctrination process, maybe in 23 hours, say, hey, did you join our group? Yes or no? If they click yes, now you've got a new 24-hour window to send them more marketing, right? So that's where we want the majority of our marketing to happen. Well, that's where we want all of our marketing to happen, is within 24 hours of the initial engagement every single time. So now that we've got their attention, we want to do the best that we can with it. Now remember, I said on day one that Messenger is the only platform right now where you can have a conversation and have undivided attention for your business. And that's a big deal. So in the 24 hours, you should try to get something out of this relationship, even if it's just exposing them to your other entities, your YouTube channel, your other brands, your website. Make that like a very light, as Gary Vaynerchuk might say, a light jab. You don't want to go right for the right hook right away, right? But maybe 23 hours later, maybe that's the opportunity for your business, and it's different for everybody. Maybe that's the opportunity to make the right hook. And now, so remember, this is super important. Any good bot service, and Chatmatic being one of them, you can actually choose. Are you sending a marketing broadcast or are you sending a subscription broadcast? In Chatmatic, if you tell us I am marketing a product, we will not by hand, we will make it easy for you to actually get all of these people who are outside of the marketing window. It will take them off of your potential broadcast. So let's say you have 100 people on your list, but only 20 of them have been active within 24 hours. You can actually go into Chatmatic, click marketing message, and that message is only going to be delivered to the 20 that have been active in the last 24 hours, helping you abide by Facebook's terms of service. Now, the next one is something called a subscription broadcast. Now, I will tell you guys this. The rule around this is very complicated because Facebook kind of doesn't give you an exact answer as to what a subscription or a notification can be. So I don't think they're ever going to have a very definite answer. But what we want to make sure we're doing is we're not abusing this subscription messaging, because if you tell Chatmatic, I'm sending a subscription message, it's going to go to all 100 people on your list or 1,000 people on your list. It's not going to take anyone out. And now remember, Messenger subscription broadcasting is only going to be delivered to somebody who literally signed up to get those notifications. And I want to describe the difference, right? Let's say somebody subscribes to a weekly quote, right? Let's say your bot delivers a weekly quote. They might not be active in your bot, but you can still send them that subscription broadcast after 24 hours. Every Monday, you send a broadcast that goes to everybody that has a quote, right? That would be an example of a subscription level notification or broadcast. Or let's say you are using a Fitbit. I imagine that this is going to happen very soon, where Fitbit will actually send you weekly updates into Messenger about, what your activity has been, right? So you can do that as frequently as you want. You could have Fitbit send a message every hour, right? And this is an example of a broadcasting message that can go out to a lot of people, but it's a subscription that I actually signed up for. It's a notification that I signed up for. Another example would be New York Times, letting you know, here's today's headlines. They can do that if you deliberately sign up for it, okay? Now remember, you shouldn't be using this subscription broadcasting. Let's say you're an e-commerce store and somebody signed up to your Messenger by sending you a message asking, do you ship to Canada, right? That does not then permit you to subscribe them to subscription broadcasting, and it also doesn't allow allow you to send discount codes. And so you're probably going to hear some bad examples from bad marketer Travis, and we want to avoid almost all of those. Now, the one really tricky thing here at the end is what I call the GOOJ. Okay, I call it the GOOJ, and that stands for get out of jail. I would call it get out of jail free, but it doesn't sound as good if I call this GOOJ, right? It's got to be GOOJ. So what is a get out of jail card, right? What is a get out of jail broadcast? And that is Facebook allows you one time per subscriber outside of the 24-hour window to get them to re-engage with your bot. What does that mean? And I want to describe a scenario for you. Let's say you own a local business and you own a sunglass store. Everybody who spends $50 at your sunglass store, you show them a scan code. That scan code then subscribes them to your sunglass bot and right away probably gives them, 10% off their next purchase. That's a really great kind of right hook to get them to come back, but it looks like a jab, right? Now, let's say you don't broadcast to them and they don't do anything in your bot until the day before Black Friday. And now that sunglass owner comes to our system or comes to you if you're their agency and says, man, I wish I could take all these 500 people that scanned that code and let them know about my Black Friday deal. Well, actually, you do have one GOOJ. You have one get out of jail free card, right? And what you can do is you can use this get out of jail free to send a one-time broadcast hoping to get somebody to be able to re-engage. It acts like a subscription broadcast, so it'll reach everybody, but it can only be used one time per person. So Black Friday comes along and that person has 500 people on their list. Now, if you went to send another get out of jail message the next day, nobody would be able to get it because you've used your one get out of jail card one time. That's why I call it get out of jail, because I think in Monopoly you only get one, right? You usually only get one, and it lets you kind of get by the rules, right? And that's what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be getting by these two rules, but we can only do it one time. So I want you to be really smart about this, and I want you to use it on days when you know that you've got an awesome killer deal that's going to absolutely start things over again. Or maybe you're announcing a very, very big event. You can do it through this. Now, one thing that I would let you know is we're going to be talking about sponsored messaging here in a couple of days, and that is a way to bypass all of this, right? You pay very, very minimal fees to Facebook as an advertiser, right? And you can actually broadcast your message to everybody who's ever been engaged with your bot. It just comes in the form of an ad. So we're going to be talking about that. Make sure you guys stick around, pay attention to those things. And now we're going to move on to our next topic. Okay, so now I'm going to talk to you about the feature that I think you're going to probably use the most, especially when you jump into Chatmatic here in just a couple of minutes, and that is comment triggers. There are a billion different benefits to comment triggers, one of which is when people comment on your posts on Facebook or on your ads on Facebook, it helps you reach more people. Facebook then realizes, man, this person is engaging and we're an engagement platform. Let's show his post or his ad to more people. And just think about it. If you're in an ad platform and you're showing an ad and you're getting more comments than Joe next to you, right? And you're advertising to the same people, Facebook's algorithm weighs that and says, well, if we have to take $10 from somebody, we might as well take it from the person that makes our platform better, more enjoyable, more engaging, right? So having comment triggers is a big, big bonus. Now, one thing I will let you know, wait, I want to make sure I caught that last one. You said that if anybody comments on a post, I can send them a message. Do I have to tell them that a message is coming when they comment, or can I just get everybody to comment on a viral post of a little cute pug and then send them links to my spammy pug website? There is a rule that you have to tell people that when they comment, they're going to get a message. Hey, hold on, I had a question for you there, Travis. I had heard that at Facebook, it's against their terms to tell people that if they comment, they're going to get a message. So should I just avoid it altogether and not tell them? That's false. It has nothing to do with Facebook's terms of service to tell people that if they comment, they're going to get a message. What it is it's an algorithm change. They changed their algorithm where if all you're really saying is comment below, you're going to get deprioritized in the natural algorithm feed. However, something that you guys should pay attention to is I use comment triggers almost every single time I post, and I just make sure that I have a lot of other content in my post. So what they're trying to get rid of is somebody who just posts a video of a viral cat and then it says, tag your bro. They want to get rid of that because there's no real dynamic to that. It's not actually engaging. What they don't mind, and that's why they make this feature even available in the first place, is they don't mind you as a brand reaching out to your customers when they engage you, right? They want you to use that feature, so it's actually built into Chatmatic. Now, something I want to make sure that everybody here understands is, here's how it works. You have a post or you have an ad, you tell somebody, if you comment, you're going to get this, right? Now, in a system like a Chatmatic, you can have it be a specific word, or you can actually avoid specific words. So if somebody says no, they won't get the message. If they say yes, they will, right? You can set it up that way. Now, when somebody actually gets this message, when they comment, they are not a Messenger subscriber. They are not a subscriber of yours in any way, right? That's Facebook kind of giving you an olive branch and giving you an opportunity to engage that person. So what happens is they can comment on your post or your ad and you are allowed to send them a message. Most people use this, I would consider, the wrong way. Most people will send a link directly in that message. And I'm going to tell you right now, I kind of feel like that is an old school way of thinking. And the reason for that is because, again, you just got them to send you a message. You could develop the relationship. So what I would suggest to do instead is ask them to reply. Now, why would you want to ask them to reply? Well, if they reply, they've now engaged or subscribed to your bot. This now makes them a subscriber. It gives you a 24-hour marketing window. And again, now you can actually do some things with this relationship. But when you ask them to reply, now they're engaging with you in Messenger. You're keeping them on a conversation with you, and that is hugely important. And let's not overlook the fact that that can then lead to money, right? You could ask them questions. Let's say you're promoting an ad here that has a t-shirt. When they comment, you send them a link that says, hey, what's your favorite color? They say blue. Okay, blue. Great. Now they're engaged. Now you can start a bot that looks for only products that are blue, right? Really cool ways that you can use this. I think comment triggers are probably one of the biggest things that anybody here can do, not only to build your subscriber list, but to be able to have a very, very strong Messenger platform, because you want to remember every single ad that you promote can have a comment trigger on it. I want to give you guys a little bit of background here. I spent, not long ago, we spent about $30,000 on Facebook ads doing a test on this very principle. And what we did was we had two ads. This ad, we're going to call this ad number one. Ad number one did not have a comment trigger on it. It was the same image, the same copy, and everything was identical to ad B. Or I guess we should call it ad 2, not ad B, because this is ad 1. We're going to go ad 2, right? Now, ad 2 had one big change. At the very end of the copy in ad 2, it says, if you comment awesome below, I'm going to send you a link to download a free PDF that outlines the method that we were advertising, right? So now I'm getting them to comment. I ask them to reply to that message, right? I'm going to send them a message. I'm asking them to reply to that message. And in doing so, I then distribute to them the link. Now, something else that's really important for you guys to understand is this first message right here is only plain text. You can't send images through this. You can't send videos. You can't do anything. Until somebody really engages with your bot, here, now you can send rich media. Now you can send cards, videos, and fun things, including buttons, right? So on this ad, we got, I'll kind of explain this. We ended up getting a $6.80 lead. Now, that's actually not bad. We were running a webinar. It actually did really well for us. But at $6.80 a lead. Now, I will also mention this. We made $12,000 in sales off this ad. Now, we ended up profiting on this ad, which is good, but it was minimally profitable. Here's what I think is amazing. This same ad got, I'm sorry, not 340, 320, got $3.20 leads, right? And here's the craziest part. We ended up doing on this ad $44,000 in sales to the platform that we were promoting via this webinar. Identical ad, identical webinar, everything was the same except for asking for comments. Now you're going to say, Travis, that seems like a ridiculous jump from 12,000 to 44,000. In one sense you're right, and in one sense you're wrong. Let's imagine that every single person who got a message from us went through this really cool experience. At the end, we asked them to go back to opt into our webinar, right? So now we're getting more leads cheaply, okay, which is what lowered our ad cost. But it also put more people in the webinar than this one did. Because we spent the same amount of money, we got twice as many leads, and a lot of them came from the actual messenger relationship that we created. And they're getting to know me and my brand a little bit more. I can ask them some questions and I can show them that I'm here to help. One amazing side effect of this, and you guys are going to take this as a positive or a negative, people started messaging me more. People started asking me questions. Hey, Travis, can I get a link to the replay, right? They now had an outlet where they could actually reach me. And so as long as I respond, I'm literally engaging with my clients in the form that they want. And it all started from a comment trigger. So this, to me, is one of the most exciting ways to get your bot active. And we're going to be talking about a unique example using this with live video here in just a minute. And but I want you guys to know this works with e-commerce like crazy. You can tell people if they comment, they're going to get a discount to your store. When they comment, you send them a message that says, hey, tell us your favorite color and we'll send you a 10% discount coupon. Now, if they say pink, you can have a bot look for the word pink, and then it sends them a discount to all of your pink stuff. Right? This is an amazing, amazing way to personalize your offering, and it doesn't cost you anything to get started to use this. A system like Chatmatic will let you use this comment trigger feature unlimited because sending the message doesn't create a subscriber. They only become a subscriber when they reply. So that's a pretty cool feature. And you can set these up in seconds. And yes, you can set it up on ads. You can set it up on posts. And I think this is probably one of the most valuable assets in Messenger, is giving your audience a way to deepen that relationship. So I cannot wait to see how you guys use this. Just remember, the rule is you've got to tell them if they comment, they're going to get something in response. You don't want them to just randomly comment. But think about it. If we actually incentivize them to comment, more people are going to comment. So make sure that you give them a good reason to comment, and make sure you do your bot the right way. I'm excited to see how you guys use it. So now I'm going to talk about how you can use this with live videos and exponentially grow your live video, your podcast, or a client's live video or podcast. Okay, so now that you guys understand what a comment trigger is, I'm going to give you guys an actual example of something that we've done that has absolutely blown up a live video company. And there are lots of these out there. So one of the things that you guys should do tonight, write this down as a little bit of homework, is tonight, go on Facebook on your desktop. Look at the left-hand side of Facebook, scroll down, and you'll see a tab that actually says live. And what that's going to do is it's going to show you all around the world all of these people who are going live right now. What I want you to do is I want you to pay attention to the comments area on all of these live videos. People comment like crazy on live broadcasts because it's engaging and it's real time, right? So you're already getting a lot of comments. So here's what we do. We actually set up a live broadcast, and we set up a pinned comment. So as the admin of your own fan page, you can actually comment on your own live video, and you tell people, if you comment, I said X, X, Y, and Z, but if you actually comment this, you'll get this. So what I would do, let's say this live video is a soccer match. You could say comment soccer, or football if you're watching this in the UK, or Australia, or anywhere else in the world. I think it's called football, not soccer, but soccer with your foot, kicking soccer ball. Let's say it's a soccer match, and you want to get updated scores. You can't watch the whole video. As the brand publishing this soccer match, I might actually say, comment scores below, and we'll send you a link where you can subscribe to get messenger updates of the scores. That is a perfectly logical thing to do that embraces the idea of using Messenger. So now they comment, they're going to get the original trigger message that you're going to set up inside of a system like a Chatmatic. That trigger message is going to say, hey, if you reply scores to this message, I can subscribe you to our scores update. They reply. Now you can give them the indoctrination message that you normally would. Hey, thanks, we'll only message you whenever we have a score update on this game or any future games. And then you can also let them know, hey, would you like to subscribe to the next time we go live? Yes, no. Yes? Okay, now they're subscribed to a different list that you only let them know when you go live. That's an announcement that's perfectly legal and safe to do as long as you let them know that's how you're going to do it. Now, again, this right here gives you permission to send them scores of the game, right? Now they're engaged with you and they're relying on your brand, and that is something that you cannot overlook. But what I want to do is I want to give you guys an example now of exactly how we've done this. We didn't do this in soccer, obviously, because some people call it football, and I don't even know where they're at on that. But we did it with a fan page that had 48,000 likes. Now, not everybody needs to have 48,000 likes in order to do this, but this particular fan page went live every Thursday, right? Every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, this is a great idea to schedule your live so that your fans know when you're going live. What we did was we attached on one of our lives, on every single live that we do, we tell people if they comment a specific word, they'll get links for everything that we covered during the live broadcast. They'll get links to studies and research that we talk about during the live broadcast. Now, when they do that, we send them our first trigger message that says, awesome, you're here, thank you so much. We love you guys, thanks for watching, right? We're thanking them and we're welcoming them into our system. And then we also tell them, all you got to do now is comment March or comment April, and we'll send you the links for today's broadcast. So now when they comment April, they get a link to they actually get shown all of the links from the broadcast from that particular day, which is really cool because that's what they wanted anyways, right? It's our loss leader, but we don't have to pay anything to get it. Now, what we do in this step is we say, hey, go to this website or say yes below if you'd like to get notifications of when we go live. Right? Now, that exact process, they used to, so I'm going to put used to, they used to get 200 to 400 people max on a live broadcast. Now, when I say 400, I mean it peaked at 400 at best. Facebook started kicking in their new algorithm right around the time I started working with these people. And they were more closely to the 200. They were about 170 every broadcast because Facebook deliberately doesn't show business pages as much as they used to. Now, they get, and this is an unreal number, by just doing what I just showed you right here, now they get 700 to 900 plus on every single broadcast. And I'm going to share a video with you guys from the guy that we did this with. I'm going to share a video with you guys, so we'll go ahead and roll that.
If you type in I can right now in your comment box, if you've never done this before, here's what it does for you. What it does is it gives you links to everything that we talk about today, all of the facts, the websites that we are referring to. But beyond that, what it does is when you sign up, it's going to give you the opportunity to sign up to Highwire. It's going to let you know every time we have a breaking story and we're posting a video, and every time this show is going live so that you know we're live. We may have a breaking story you're going to want to be on top of. The world is changing so fast. There's so much going on, and we want to be able to get to you immediately and let you know that we've gone live and we're breaking a story or we're putting up a show. So please.
And now another really cool video that you guys should see is a video that I took while I'm here filming this. They actually went live and our bot was in place, so this is really cool. And you can actually hear how he tells people to engage with his bot. Hopefully you'll be able to actually hear it. I don't know how the audio went with this one, but you'll be able to at least see that this is actually working, and you'll see people commenting the particular word that they have to. So we'll clip in a little bit of that if we can, and show you guys exactly kind of how this actually is working and that this is a real thing. A little side effect that you should know about. Now, this guy's page is at 58,000 likes, and those 58,000 likes came in about a month and a half. So he went up 10,000 likes in a month, where he had been spending 2 years to get to 48. So again, when we send this original trigger message and ask them to reply, we indoctrinate them. One of those indoctrination steps, go like our fan page. Make sure you like our fan page, because you can't assume just because somebody's watching your live video that they've already liked your fan page. Now, you grow your fan page incredibly quick, all using comment triggers. You grow your actual Messenger subscribers, and we'll tell about this. Here's what's so incredible about Messenger, right? Using Messenger to let people know when you go live, you don't need a massive list for it to be able to benefit you. Now, I want you to remember these numbers. We more than doubled their average live attendance. We've added 10,000 subscribers to their fan page, 10,000 likes to their fan page. Their Messenger list, and you won't believe this, 4,340 people. That's the amount of people that have subscribed to their Messenger bot. You don't need 25,000 people. You don't need 65,000 people. 4,340 people, and of which we get 3,000 of them to every single time 3,000 of them take some kind of an action. A majority of those people, and I'm talking about during the live broadcast, 3,000 people click that Messenger message to come over and watch our broadcast, which is why we're able to hang around 900, because remember, just because somebody joins a live broadcast doesn't mean they stay. We stay around 900 people active, which Facebook shows us at the end of every live broadcast. We've had about 50 to 60,000 views during the hour-and-a-half long broadcast. When we were over here, it was around 20,000 views. Now, when Facebook changed their algorithm, it actually put some companies like LittleThings.com out of business, because now they're not showing Little Things posts in the newsfeed. So during that same period of time, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, we took a brand that relied on Facebook's newsfeed and we bypassed it entirely by not relying on algorithms. We got subscribers to come into Messenger and said, look, if you really want to know when we go live, subscribe. Subscribe. We potentially saved this business from going under in a time period when it was well on its way there. When this brand was wondering, how are we going to distribute our content? Messenger came in and saved the day. And we're doing this per Facebook's terms of service. And so as long as you do things the right way, where you make sure you ask people for permission, you tell them they're going to get a comment message, you tell them that they're going to be subscribed to get updates. Now, we've had more than 4,340 people get messages from us, but not all of them wanted to subscribe. So we don't always broadcast to that many people. That's important to know. So, as you guys can see, this is a huge benefit for you guys. Whether you are running live videos yourself, you should be building a Messenger list to notify people of that content when you go live. I do it with my people, and sometimes they actually get mad when I don't send them notifications letting them know that I went live. It is a disservice to your customers. It is a disservice to the people that follow you and trust you that you don't let them know when you go live. And you could use email, but the chances of you actually reaching that person during your live broadcast is pretty bad. So, use Messenger. Use comment triggers. It's one of the reasons that it's here. It's one of the reasons that we have this capability, is to be able to reach those people that actually want to hear us in real time. And that's so, so powerful, to be able to actually deliver your message in real time on live videos, and it doesn't cost you a bunch of money. And that's amazing to me. So hopefully you guys will use this strategy. Hopefully either you use it for yourself, or when you go to that live tab on Facebook, what I want you to do is I want you to look at all these brands that could be doing this, but that aren't. I want you to reach out to those brands, and I want you to say, hey, look, I can help you utilize this exact strategy, and you can start making money. I can get you more subscribers. Now, I'll tell you this right now, guys, I charge clients $1,500 a month for this, but when you can actually save a client from going out of business, is it worth $1,500 a month? I actually had a client call me not long ago and tell me that they literally didn't want me to feel like they were taking advantage of me. That's how important Messenger is to their business. They were making sure they were paying me enough. $1,500 a month for 4 things a month. It's amazing. So, guys, this is very, very real. You guys have now power that they don't have. Use it. Use it. Offer them a free trial. We'll talk about how you can actually structure this business on day 5, so make sure you guys pay attention. But this is insanely, insanely powerful. I'm super happy that you guys are getting it. Super happy that you guys are here. And so now we're going to talk about some more exciting stuff. So now I want you guys to remember that you have a link below this video that you can join right now. Go and grab your account at Chatmatic. It's completely free. You're going to be taken to a page that says log in with Facebook. You click that, it's going to take you to a page to authorize us to get the information that we need from Facebook. Now, I know there's a lot of talk out there about all this scary stuff that's going on with adding permissions to your Facebook. Don't worry. We don't do anything crazy with your information. All we do is the bare minimum that we need in order to make a bot for your fan page. So just remember that. Now, when you click that button, you're going to see Chatmatic. Over here on my screen right now, I've actually got it set up, and I'm going to take you guys through a live example of how you can not only sign into Chatmatic, which is very simple, but then also how you can connect your first page to Chatmatic and start using things like comment triggers, and kind of walk you through a couple of steps of some of the more advanced things that you guys can actually do with bots. So let's go ahead and hop in. All right, so here we are. I'm in the computer now. Kind of cool, right? Well, we're going to go ahead and go into Chatmatic and show you guys how you can log in, connect your bots, and do all this really cool stuff. So I've already logged into Chatmatic, so when I click this login button, it's just going to reauthorize me. You guys will see a little bit of a different screen. All you want to do is grant those permissions that it's asking for, and you'll be allowed into Chatmatic. You click it, and you're going to see it's going to do exactly what we just did here. And you've got all of your fan pages. Once you've already connected one, you're going to have them all right here. To add one is very, very easy. You just click this big blue Add New button, and it's going to bring up a list of all the fan pages that you have. Now, you can simply add it to Chatmatic by no harder than clicking. It's no more difficult to add a page to Chatmatic than just by simply clicking the little button that would then turn it into a live page. So you click this page, and there you go. It's successfully added. Now when I go up here, I click on this, and this little toggle here lets me switch between pages. And you'll notice here, this Survival Pros is a fake demo account, so that one doesn't really work. But let's go ahead and take a look at my fan page. So you can see in here, as soon as you're in, it's going to tell you how many subscribers you have over there and over here. And you can see, ooh, looks like a big spike in subscribers here. That's good news. And so right away on your dashboard, the things that you can do are activate your comment triggers. So you'll see right here, all of these are lists of my posts that are currently on Facebook. And you can see the little on and off button right there. That means that I could turn this trigger off if I don't want it to be working anymore. We made it very simple for you to be able to do that. So you click on a post that you want to send a trigger for. You type in your trigger message, which is the message that's going to hopefully ask them to reply. And you can list an include sending keyword, which means we're only going to include a message if they say this word. Or you can have an exclude sending keyword, which means we're not going to send them a message if they say this. So basically anything that bad marketing Travis would say, he wouldn't get a message. Now, I can go ahead and click on this, and I can type this message, hit save trigger, and now if I go and comment on this post, I would get that message. Now, if you're running ads, it's as simple as putting your post ID in this search field right here. And then you can also attach a comment trigger to that ad. So that's the first most important thing you're going to want to do. Now, when you have a comment trigger, let's say you're asking somebody to say banana. You would need to go into the Engage tab, create a new engagement, and you want a keyword message. A keyword message is any message that's going to be delivered when somebody says a specific keyword in your messenger, right? Keyword message, think keywords in Messenger. And so now I would call this banana keyword message, and I would just say, if anybody types banana, or capital B, banana, right? So now anybody types the word banana or capital banana, I can start building, and you can see right here, I'll let you guys play around with this and we'll talk about it more, but you can start adding elements right away, uploading images to make this thing look really pretty, and I'll try to do the best that I can here by adding a picture of my wife. Makes it look a lot prettier. That's what was on my desktop. So you can add a headline, a description. Again, you can add your 3 buttons right here. You can delete your 3 buttons very simply. And again, this could be your message. As long as you fill out everything that has a little red marker right there, you will successfully be finished with this message. So now if somebody says banana, here's the links to all the stuff that you wanted. Would you like to subscribe? Yes or no. If they click yes, you can subscribe them. So I would hit save and complete, and that's done. And now if anybody types banana into Messenger, they're going to get that message. I don't actually want this one to save, so I'm just going to leave. And you can see we even warn you, if you leave in the middle of a campaign, it's going to say, wait, you're not done. So I'm going to say, yes, I don't mind losing my changes. So I would suggest that all of you guys hop into Chatmatic right now and give that a go. Try putting a comment trigger on an ad that you're currently running, as long as you change the ad text to say, if you comment, you're going to get a message. I would use it as a gamification feature. I would tell people, if you comment, you're not only going to get a message, we're going to give you a discount. We're going to give you a PDF. We're going to give you a training series. Give your free thing away when they comment. You'll get a lot more comments. It'll drastically reduce the cost of all of your ads. And you're going to see, quickly, you'll start generating some subscribers. Now, remember, day 3, 4, and 5, we're going to be covering exactly what you should be doing with those subscribers. So don't get too ahead of yourself. But just remember, Chatmatic's going to be completely free for you to use until you get 250 subscribers. So just make sure you go through, play around with it, try to generate some subscribers. As you guys will be able to see on my screen, I actually generated over 450 subscribers in about 7 to 8 days. So it doesn't take you a long time to make subscribers, but what you want to remember is every single time you do, you have a right and you have a rule set that you need to abide by, and that's super important to make sure that you guys are playing by the rules, giving the clients what they want, not abusing this right or this rule. And so this is a great time for you guys to go ahead and jump in, get moving. So you guys will see on my screen, I've actually gotten over 450 subscribers, and I've done it in about 8 to 9 days. Subscribers come in pretty quickly as you actually start using Messenger and engaging Messenger. I'm going to show you the right thing to do with these subscribers, why I don't send broadcasts every single day, and how I can use all of these subscribers inside of Facebook ads to deliver an insane ROI. So what I want to do now is I want to remind you guys, lastly, before the end of day 2 here, I want to remind you guys, make sure you keep sharing your link to get more people to join this boot camp. The more people you get to attend, the bigger the prize is for you. So if you can get over to 100, you're going to get some pretty cool stuff. And anybody who actually wins is going to get a one-on-one call with me. So the great news is right now your only homework for day 2 is go and play with Chatmatic. Go try it. Go experiment with what's available inside the system. It's okay to try and maybe do something wrong. That's more than all right. There's actually a chat widget in there you guys will be able to utilize to talk directly to me and my support team in Messenger, which is pretty cool. I'm going to show you how to put those little chat widgets on your website as well. So now make sure you guys go share that link to get more people to subscribe. You guys will be able to win more prizes. It's got a lot of really cool stuff that we're going to be doing the next couple of days. Day 3, day 4, and day 5 are where the real meat of this free boot camp is. So I am super excited to share some amazing stuff. So if you've liked what you've seen so far, we are just at the tip of the iceberg. I wanted to make sure that you guys got a almost full day of understanding comment triggers, and that's what we did here today. Tomorrow we're going to go into some really advanced, cool, and fun bots. We've got a lot more to show you guys, and this is where we start to generate a lot more sales for your business or for somebody else's business. So I will see you guys all tomorrow.
Come on, Luke.